So in this video, I'm going to review the things that you need to do to prepare for the online assessments at Netacad. So inside of your Google Chrome browser, I would recommend using Google Chrome only to take your online Netacad assessments and using Netacad just in general. But up here where this lock symbol is, if you click, there's an option for some things like flash and pop-ups. I believe they're blocked by default. So you're going to want to click on that lock, go to Site Settings, and this can be done for any website, but you can see that we can actually adjust to allow for flash and allow for pop-ups, which is required by our assessments. Once you get those things set, they should stay set for the site at all times. You can see it's asking me to do a reload to update the settings. The next thing that you need to do is you need to open up your browser and search for the Java runtime environment. The JRE is owned by Oracle now. It used to be Sun Microsystems. And so when you search for that, it should come to this download Java software for free. So we're going to click that section. And then here, it took me straight to the JRE version 8 2.261. So you'll click Java download. And it should pull down the application for you to install. Agree and start my download. And then do keep. So Java is required for the assessments. Once you get that done, I'm actually going to right click the Windows logo down here. And change the plans. We're going to type Control Panel in our search. You should have a new icon inside the Control Panel, Java. So when you click on that, all the settings that are related to Java applications are editable from here. So they're always moving this around, but I think it's under the Security tab that will enable Java content for browser and web start applications. So inside of here, we're going to want to edit and add the Netacad Assessment site under the Security section. So to find the assessment site, I'm actually going to go back here so you'll have the information. We'll click into our course. Go to Assignments. These things will be locked until it's time for you to take the assessments, and then I'll unlock them. But just so you can see, if I'd activated this, when you click on it, you'll get an option to start the assessment. I get to cheat a little, and I can choose Assessment Viewer. So in here, it lets me see the different sections. And I can tell it that I'm running 7.3, so you should be on the latest packet tracer. So assessment.netacad.net is one of the sites we want to allow the Java. So I'm going to choose Open here. Eventually you'll see it initialize and load. And then you should get the option to continue the assessment. Once you start it, you should have a clock that gives you a time frame. So this gives you kind of a general idea of what the assessment is going to look like. But you'll have a clock and some time to complete the 70 components of the exam. So hopefully we read through all three modules for chapters 1 through 3 before we jump into this, but you're going to see this match the requirements of reliable network with supporting network architecture. Not all options are used. So protect the network from unauthorized access. I would say that that is a security thing. Provide redundant links and devices. So when we're adding redundancy, we're adding protection to make sure that the network doesn't fail. That's called fault tolerance. Match the type of communication with a specific priority. Expand the network without degrading the service for existing users. Ensure the streaming data is provided over high-speed links. So the scalability means that we want our network to be able to grow. I don't think it has anything to do with communications with a specific priority, but I think it does have to do with expanding the network and not causing problems. So we're going to choose that option. I actually can go down here at the bottom and kind of see what's going on. It says click the question mark at the bottom to see the correct answer. You can see place security, fault tolerance, and then scalability in the middle. So we're leaving the third and fourth option open. So did we do that? Yes, we did. So we got them in the right order. So we would have got that correct and we would have got the points for it. You'll have a next button, so you'll just step through next to go through each section. So an employee at a branch office is creating a quote for a customer. In order to do this, the employee needs to access confidential pricing information from internal servers at the head office. What type of network would the employee access? So if it's internal to the customer and they're or the employee and they're accessing customer information, this is called a intranet. Branch office quoting. So they're remote of the head office. So they're going remote into it, so it's going to be an intranet, I believe. Yes, it's right there in front of me. Anyway, so we'll make sure that we get that assessment server inside of the Java. So I'll show you that real quick. So inside of the application, so again under control panel, we'll launch our Java, go to security, and then on this edit site list, I can now do an add and paste in the Netacad site. So the packet tracer, the Java, and then changing your browser settings will allow you to complete all of the assessments that we're going to run into this semester.